Welcome to Vlogmas Day 7. I saw a really cute recipe online for salt air dry clay, and I really want to try it to make some ornaments for my cats. Or all my cats for the tree. So let's try it. The recipe calls for 1/4 salt. I honestly think I thought it was even quarters, but now, was it a 1/4 cup? Let me see. It wasn't really a 1/4 cup. I'm just gonna eyeball it. And then equal parts flour. A little bit of water at a time. I think my ornaments are gonna come out pink because of the salt. She was found in LA in a box near Skid Row, and I took her in along with her siblings. And at first I really didn't want a cat. I hadn't had a pet in a really long time since my childhood family dog passed away, and I kind of swore off pets. But I remember at the time I was living in a loft in downtown, and I had taken a nap, and the 3 little cats were, of course, kittens and insane. They had a lot of energy. But I woke up from my nap and I couldn't find any of the cats. I looked everywhere. I found 2 of them, and then I couldn't find Miss Gray. I'm gonna add a little bit more flour. I absolutely looked everywhere, and then I noticed that the window was open and I lived on one of the higher floors. And so I started freaking out, thinking that I killed the cat. And I remember just feeling so defeated. I had laid down on the ground and looking underneath the sofa, across the room, into the bathroom, underneath the towel rack was the tiny Miss Gray. So at that point I was like, oh man, that's my cat. And I've had her ever since. She's very shy, very secluded. Sometimes I think that she sees dead people. I'm sure she does. I think cats kind of have that 6th sense. I had her for 2 years until I got Wushu. Okay, I added a little bit more flour and salt so that then when it sits, it's not as goopy and it actually holds its shape. Okay. Okay, I want them to be round, but I'm gonna try to put them on this piece of cardboard, and that way when they dry I can hopefully lift them up easily. Yeah, that did not work. Yeah, that's close enough. This is Miss Gray. She's my baby. All right, now for this. Oh, she's probably not gonna like this. I also just woke her up from her nap. Let's try. Here we go. Yeah, that's really good after this. You just saw. Yeah. Okay, that turned out really good. Now I have to go get the boy. Oh dear God. And here we have Mushu, aka Mush, aka Mush Capuche. He's really chunky. He was found underneath a car on Broad Street in Philadelphia. And at the time, I was going to college at the academy and I was in a class. My camera just died, so I'm on my phone now. But like I was saying, I was at the academy. I was in a class with Al Gurry, who is a wonderful painter, but also a cat guru. And so another student had found Moosh crying under a car on like the busiest street in Philly and called Al, and he's like, here, take this milk box, go get him and bring him back. It was like middle of March, so it was freezing. And she brought him into the class. That's when I showed up, but I didn't know if I was ready for the responsibility, or I was just like in school a lot of the time, so I thought, I don't know if this is a good idea. But then Moosh came into my life and I brought him home, and me and my friend bathed him, and he was like covered in fleas, and he was just like the sweetest boy ever. But he's from the streets. Like, he was super malnourished. They thought that he was like 4 months old, but he ended up being 9 months old. And he just became like this symbol of perseverance, and he's just a baby boy. Like, he's really chatty, he's really, really sweet, he's super affectionate, which is the complete opposite for Miss Grace. She's more like needs personal space. This is Moosh Capuche, so let's get his little paw print. Wow, that was so good. It was scary. Now I just have to make little holes in them so that they can be hung. Cool. So those are my little salted ornaments. I'm gonna let them dry. Hopefully they dry in this cardboard, and let's see how it goes.